Your client had no idea that Juan Carita had been murdered. But how do you know that? From this wine glass, Your Honor. That was kind of tricky, actually. The glass. Mr. Decoder's supposed client thought Mr. Carita had only fainted. Which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? Yeah, but if she was calculated about it, she wouldn't have left prints on it. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind. Boom, shakalaka. I see your point. I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. I'm sure you did. Well, you did say how odd. So, witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? Not to you it isn't, but to us. I'm afraid you were mistaken. Unfair to the payor, but not to the payee. Or else pizza's gonna make out... No. Oh, I messed it up. Yeah, you tell that asshole. Adrian was never your client. It was frickin' Matt, man. I mean, we know that for a fact because he told us straight up. Say what? Crap. Yeah, he's onto us here. It's weird how many layers there are to this, because it's like... It's almost like me and Edgeworth are simultaneously trying to defend Adrian Andrews while he's trying to convince us that she's the client. But then at the same time, I'm trying to prosecute Matt, even though I'm the defense guy. It's like... What? Shoot, did we ever get to Von Karma? You know, to trace Gumshoe? It's while we wait for the items D-Killer left behind to get here. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. So I sure hope so. Dump taking is more like it. He's probably taking a dump as he's talking to us right now. This request, plop, came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I've made no mistakes. Okay. So you physically met your client, huh? That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Well, I need to look over that again. This request came to me, about a week ago. Might as well. 1 week ago, are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I know what a week is, Mr. Wright. It's 7 days, is it not? Of course, I had your own preparations and was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind. Please stop doing that. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. Specific date and time? Like 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.? It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. Whoa, go back. Excuse me. Another burp. All I'm drinking is water. Shouldn't be burping so much. Did you ask why? No, I try to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I don't care about the personal details. I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions? Why would the assassin have suspicions? For the bear? The bear? The bear essentials? Okay. So he said there would be a bear shade. He wanted him to get it. But why would that be suspicious to you? I mean, well, I guess that would be weird. Like, you have somebody to kill somebody and then get a teddy doll. I mean, he didn't know at the time that there was a suicide note inside of it. As far as that goes, he doesn't know that we know that the suicide note is a fake, right? Yeah. So we might as well just play along with the supposition that we had before. That Juan was going to read it out at the press conference. Which I still think is true, but why would he write something himself that, well, that wasn't true? Well, the thing is, maybe it was true, though. Yeah, this is important, but to who exactly is the problem? It's important to me because I want to know, but at the same time... Yeah, he knew. It's just, at that point, it was slander because Juan was just writing stuff down about him. But did Juan know what he did to Celeste? And if so, you know, who said it was his place to call him out on all that? I mean, I don't know. I guess Celeste might have told Juan what Matt did to her, and then he was angry about that, and so he wrote it down and made it look like a suicide. I guess that would make sense, actually. Brief pause. Oh, yeah, that's definitely worth pressing further. I got ahead of myself there and started talking, and I lost. Never taken a request by telephone or mail. Oh, here we go with the trust thing again, yeah. Looking them in the eye, or the monocle, in his case. Yeah, it had to be. I mean, once again, it's important to me. This fourth wall breaking is like crazy. Yep. Yeah, I am saying that it was. Well, I'm not saying that it's either of them. The problem is I need to keep it bouncing back and forth between Matt and Adrian without drawing too much suspicion one way or the other, because each way has its consequences. Although, to be fair, Adrian's consequences are far, at least reversible, you know, whereas Maya's are not. They did meet. It's weird that they met before, though, like, what is there to really talk? Well, I mean, well, you do want to talk about who you want killed, maybe why you want them killed, I don't know. I know. It is a delicate balance. A week ago, so we're back at the beginning here. What? Did you seriously just slip up that bad? Yeah, I think it was. Holy crap. If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance. I hope you were recording it. Really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought I could trust this person as a client. Adrian Andrews is a girl. Why are there two... What? Okay. Anyway, Adrian Andrews is a girl. I'd like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelley the killer. You've never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip, a very, very big slip-up about her. So what is the issue? What did you say just now? About her? Holy fuck! Adrian could also be a guy's name, can't it? Is it? Oh my god. No, please don't tell me. Don't tell me Adrian Andrews is a man. EINHORN is a man!
Oh my god!
No, we'll get. I don't know. Wow, it really did break down, didn't it? Did we really never use the word she or her in that whole conversation up to that point? Because that's pretty clever on the writer's part if that's true. I'm gonna have to look for that when I go back. Yeah, it could have been if Miss Andrews is a man. That's crazy. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one, however, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. But even if he talked to her on the phone, he would still know it was a she, right? Unless... well, I don't know how much voice changing is involved with that kind of thing, and maybe this is not what's going on at all, so maybe I should just get off the subject. Unluckily for Mr. D. Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What is going on? Shelley. Shelley could also be like a woman's name, though, couldn't it? This court demands an explanation. So... that is just really gross looking. Like, ugh. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean you remember something different now? Mm-hmm. Of course, please, if you would allow me to testify once more. Oh, I know he's just going to spit out more lies. Very well, but this time, please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. Oh, what the hell? Where is it going to go from here? Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. Okay, so not by phone. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Corrida and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. So you took this job through a letter. Yeah, really. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. Yeah, I know. So we can't make him suspicious that we're on to him or anything. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong the punch I throw, he'll counter it. Yeah, true. So Edgeworth is really the man who's keeping us in this case for as long as we are. Just as long as we don't kill him. Ugh, it's like that thing where it's like that boss in Final Fantasy XII that only appears when you're at critical HP. Yes, now I remember. Took that request by mail. Did you now? But didn't you just say you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. You didn't this time. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me, boy. So, alright then. Just cough it up and confess. Jeez. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client? So I'm gonna get back to that later. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't. I see. Your line of questioning is just another waste of time. Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Okay, there have been times, but why? Why could you not meet certain clients? Recently, I've been receiving more requests. Oh, jeez. Why is that? Because you're ugly? On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I've joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail. Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope? I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email. Interesting. Oh yeah. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and... Yeah, I'd really like to know about this. These 2 or 3 other things. A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. Actually... No, of course not. No, press it further. We need to know this. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes? Don't piss me off. Everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Oh, man. We don't want him to know we're trying to buy time here. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait! Uh-oh, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Frick frack. 2 or 3 other things. I don't know, man. This smells like a trap. If it was just one other thing, I could see that, but 2 or 3? And what could those things possibly be? Like, if you hire somebody to kill somebody else, you wouldn't ask them for 2 or 3 other things. Like what? It's like, oh, I want you to go kill this guy, I also want you to bring me a cupcake while you're at it. You know? I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. That had to be a trap. God, but they should... I almost fell for it, too. That had to be a trap. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. Okay. But, like, you never saw your client's face? You didn't look her up on Facebook or anything, you know? You did? What? Oh, but that was after the murder, so you didn't know. Okay, well... Wait a minute. Oh, shoot. That's right. Well, this is still, though... The Nickel Samurai mask, I'm guessing. Yeah. But this still bothers me, though, that the timeline is off on this. That she didn't get the costume until after he had killed the guy. Yet she was already in it when he... Like, he went straight across the hall after he did the killing to give the bear to her. But she didn't have the costume at that point. Yes, I do. I do. This has been bothering me forever, and I'm glad we finally get to approach it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in the Nickel Samurai costume. Matt gave the bellboy a tip. Oh, there's that tip, too. You received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. On Guard. And at the time, he was not wearing his Nickel Samurai mask. Oh, that's not what I was talking about, but I guess that works, too. Oh, we're just buying time here, though. Ugh. I don't know. Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to the various rooms. Is that so wrong? Huh? The man who gave me that tip was not my client. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was probably just a very generous person. I'm sorry, but sadly we are not nearly so generous here. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? So, yeah. Show me the money. What? Mr. Attorney? Yes. You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client. Oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know? Oh, I know and agree. Lies are not a good thing at all. I think we're on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I am free to cut contact at any time. I'm sorry. Please forgive my foolishness. If only you were this apologetic all the time. Dude, you don't know what's going on, man. He's got something hanging over my head that I... No, never mind. Did I screw up there? I know. We have reached the end of the last fray of the rope.